information. So our website is www.frf, which stands for Fiscal Recovery Funds, Navajo-NSN, Navajo, Sam Navajo.gov. So you can go there and you can click on the delegate tabs and see what projects they have, see which ones stayed under ARPA, and we'll see which ones got moved over to Triple R. And that resolution that moved them over to the Triple R, the Revenue Replacement Reserve, was CNY 2824. As with our office, again, we had initially started under Office of the President, but come December, we were moved under Office of Controller. So now the Fiscal Recovery Fund office is under Office of the Controller, and we work with the Office of Controller closely. We also work with the DCD FRF team, which is Wilson Stewart, Ryan Begay, Donnell Begay, Ed Begay, and Merlin Johnson. We work with them under DCD FRF. We also work with the Office of Controller Contract Accounting, because a lot of these funds are still under ARPA, which is federal funds. So we do work with Christine Chavez, Contract Accounting. We also work with Valerie Tilly Purchasing, and we also work with Debbie City and Nota Silversmith under Contract Accounting. And then we also work with the Assistant Controller, Robert Woolley, and the Controller, Sean McKay. And then at our office, I do have 12 staff, which I like to thank them every month because of all the work that we are doing. Now that we're coming, we have a year and a half left of the ARPA funds, going up to December 31st, 2026 for these ARPA funds, which is another year and a half. And then in that time, we would like to see where these projects stand. Housing, bathroom additions, bathroom renovations, heavy equipment purchase, warehouses, chapter house renovation, whatever the project is, we would like to see those completed by then. The Triple R projects do not have a deadline of December 31st. They're ongoing till they're completed. So we would like to see those projects up and going as well, even though they don't have a deadline. And what we also would like to see is a lot of the feedback input. We do have some input back from the residents who have received a new home, who have received their new roof, who, the chapters that received their motor graders. We have received feedback on those as well. So I'd just like to thank my team. I have a finance team of Arnold, Jake, Carter Begay, and Donna Yazzie. I also have my admin staff of Stephen Daniels, Victoria Sosi, Adrian Manny, and Tegan Lee. Then I have my monitoring section of Leonora Henderson. Then I have my IT section of Johnson Nez and Jasper Rogers. Then I have my engineering section with Max Big Horse and Lyle Begay. Then I also have my admin team of Mike Sosi. If I forgot any of you, just know that I remember that you are a part of our team, the Fiscal Recovery team. And if you want to contact us, our information is on our website. And then you can email me. Again, my name is Lisa Jim. I'm the director. You can email me at ljymm@navajo-nsn.gov. If you have any questions, if you have any concerns, you can email me. So thank you all, and congratulations for those students who went back to school. Welcome back. Let's have a good school year. Stay safe and be careful. And now that it's fair season, please remember water, walking, and just stay safe. And just thank you all for all your time, for being here and listening to me. Ahihat.
Good morning, everybody. I think I'm on. Candice Yazi and Shia, Todich Ini Nishle, Nanistas Tachini Abashishi, Kinlichi Dashanel and Nashasha Dashache. I don't see any comments for a thumbs up that you can hear me. I'll go ahead and keep talking. So I'm the division director for Division of Community Development. And today I'm going to just run through a few things that Division of Community Development has been working on. Not to say that it's been a few things, but a lot of the projects. Thank you, Lisa. You can hear me. A lot of the projects we're working on are mini, and it's taking a big effort on the entire staff within DCD to get a lot of the projects through the system. So let's see. When you last heard from me, I believe it was July 10th. Since then, we've had a central agency council meeting, and our report is a 26-page report. It should be on our DCD website, and basically it goes through the successes that the division central agency have completed. In this 26-page report, if you want to go to it, I'd like to read to you the message that I have in the, since I've become director in January, what I've written to the people, and I've actually read to the chapter officials during these agency council meetings. So it says, the Division of Community Development is actively rebuilding from within to better serve the Navajo people. Since my appointment as Division Director on January 6, 2025, our focus has been on getting construction projects of all types off the ground through the Navajo Nation's bureaucratic process and out the door. Coming from private industry, I quickly identified missing internal processes and inefficiencies. In response, we've taken these steps. We've repositioned staff to improve workflow. We've began tracking specific projects for each team member, and we started organizing and securing division records. These changes mark a shift toward greater accountability, structure, and responsiveness. I want to be here, and I truly enjoy seeing projects come to life, and I want to continue working together collaboratively to deliver the progress that our communities need and deserve. So that is the message from myself written in the agency report for Fort Defiance. That particular meeting was held July 19th at the Greasewood Springs chapter. So although we have quite a few open positions, we're constantly advertising. An important note is that we do have an internal review time for positions that happen quickly. It's not the standard. I believe it takes weeks, but internally we have staff who work on the positions and are able to get them through within 3 weeks. So if you apply for a position, and our HR team get on it right away. So that's one important thing to note. Currently, as of at least for central agency, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 positions available in our administrative services center. We had a program supervisor open for the community block grant program under Mr. Dalgai. And then, of course, for the administrative side, we have a senior accountant that we are looking for. Although the pay rates are not as high, we are desperately looking for assistance for these positions. So if you know anybody and interested in coming back to Navajo Nation, go ahead and inquire on the DPM website and check out what it pays and check out the responsibilities. As Director Lisa Jim mentioned earlier, the DCD ARPA FRF team, I should say DCD FRF team, is located within the DCD offices. And we all try to work together to understand what everyone is working on, meaning if a project manager has one particular project, the DCD FRF team can just walk over and talk to the DCD project managers to talk about a project, to see progress or ask questions about funding. And a lot of the time, the questions involve the status on where it's at. As we all know, the Navajo Nation's bureaucracy includes the 164 process, which is multiple steps of approval between the Navajo Nation to approve a singular item. And that's important because as it relates to other funding pots within DCD, some of that history has affected us today, and I can go further into that. The last time I had talked to you guys July 10th, I had mentioned the CHID program and the ARPA funded homes, and I had explained what the different work orders were for the ARPA homes. And that has been a very, very lengthy process. Even before I got here, there were quite a few pre-planning stages that happened before I got here. But one important note is that the contracts utilized an IDIQ, indefinite delivery, indefinite quantity contract, master contract. So you have to remember that within the DCD offices, because there's CPMD, which are the Capital Projects Management Department, and then CHID, Community Housing Infrastructure Department, they each have different types of contracts to help the projects go through. So to make it simple, I just want to talk about those two programs. The CHID program had 4 IDIQs. They had that came through and that got approved and through the system. So they have a master contract, IDIQ contract. Important note is that CPMD also uses master contracts. And one of the contracts that we that is also part of CHID and CPMD is using JSRA. And I want to mention that because currently we're using JSRA within the admin for project management support. And that's really key because there's lots of projects out there. And I mentioned before when I got here, there was at least 1,573 projects. There was that many projects out here, and we definitely needed more support. So if you go to the agency council report that's on our website for central agency, our CPMD department managers also have an executive note, just like I read to you earlier. They also have that within their own departments, and you'll be able to see, for example, our newly hired Michelle Peterson. You'll be able to see her as department manager give some notes about the department now that she runs, and I'm going to read it to you. It says, "I'm honored to join the Capital Projects Management Department as the new department manager. With a background in project leadership and infrastructure development, I'm committed to supporting all 110 chapters and advocating our shared mission of delivering impactful community-focused capital projects. It's an exciting time for CPMD, and I look forward to working with this dedicated team. Recent training sessions have shown the department's strong commitment to quality and efficiency, and I'm eager to build on that momentum." And that's from the new department manager, Michelle Peterson. So if you go to that report, you're going to see which project managers are leading which projects, and then we've asked them to add as much detail and notes to that agency report. So those of you who are curious, go to our website, find the report, and you'll see what I'm talking about. In addition to this, I also want to point out, I just came from Chinle. We were looking at some projects for the Chinle community, and we're in the very high pre-planning stages, and that's where I'm coming back from. It was really hot out there, but it was fun. We walked a 30-acre site just to take a gander of what's out there, and we had a great meeting. It was, I was there from like 9 to 12:30 this morning. And we were able to discuss the next steps in making a successful project. So what we had talked about for this particular site was, what else do we need? What else do we need to do to work together? So it's really exciting. It's really exciting I'm finally part of something in the planning stage and not jumping in the middle. So it's really exciting to see how we can all work together, and you'll hear some more about it a little bit later on down the road. But DCD is working hard to get the communication out to chapters. Our division had a great couple day sessions of working together, talking with one another, working out some kinks, working out, the items that you would typically work through in a team setting to try to move things forward. And that's what we did last week. The other thing that I wanted to share with you was, as division director, I shifted gears from learning the ropes of the Navajo Nation to now reaching out, not that I wasn't before, but reaching out to chapters individually. And starting tomorrow, my team, and I'm talking about my entire DCD team, will be at Blue Gap chapter. And the plan is to share what we're working on. It's to talk about their questions. It's to talk about how can we all work together to move a project forward. And I say a project because there's a lot of planning involved in a singular project. There's different names, acronyms, all those kinds of things that need to be discussed. And tomorrow, starting at 10, we'll be at Blue Gap chapter. Our agenda includes our CLEPSI presenter. She's one person. She handles it for the entire Navajo Nation. So she's going to be able to let them know what she sees and what's available for Blue Gap. Then we'll have our solid waste planner there to talk about what he's been working on. We're going to have our ARPA CHID team there. We're going to have our ASC department, our department manager, and our SPPS. So we're doing our best, and I'm doing my best to get everybody together in a room to start talking. So I don't see any other questions in the comments. I do see my best Jerry Begay, I think. Director Candace, please share the website links you are presenting. Thank you. I'll have to I might be able to do it in the chat. You just go to the website. I don't think I can add it in here, but if someone can type in there, www.dcd.org, and then you maneuver through to reports, you should be able to find it. And I'm just going to try to quickly go to it just to see if I can find it. But the DCD website has quite a bit of information. You might have to type in Navajo Nation Division of Community Development to find a lot of the information that I'm talking about. The ASC department does a great job in keeping their websites updated. And of course, we do. The administrative side does have IT support. So we have 2 individuals within the administrative side who handle all of the technical support within the division. It was nice giving you this information. I'll be back in a couple weeks, and I hope everyone has a great day. Like Miss Director Jim mentioned, drink plenty of water. We're looking forward to the upcoming fairs, and thank you for all the support. We appreciate it.